My name is David Chow. I'm currently a first-year graduate student getting my PhD in chemistry at UC Santa Barbara. It's been a journey of graduate school so far, but it all really started 13 or so months ago when I first started getting acceptances from schools all over the country. It's the first time I guess I really had a choice of where I wanted to go, and I felt like at that point that was when I really need to start just praying about everything. Because on the one hand, while I was really excited to be able to go visit all these places, on the other hand, this is 5 years of my life that I was committing to this. And so I just prayed for anything, a vision, a dream. And I remember one night, I just had a dream that I was walking on campus on a tour and I was walking out towards this T intersection in the concrete pathway. And right in front of it, there was this grassy kind of knoll and 3 benches on it in a circle. And beyond that, a lake, and beyond that, just a huge expanse of water. And to my right, there were some campus buildings. I woke up and I just remember it was so vivid. It's vivid enough for me to actually draw it, and I carried it around with me everywhere. All the schools I visited, I went looking for this image. And Cornell and UCSB were the closest. Neither were exactly what I pictured. But I also remember that when I visited UCSB, for whatever reason, I felt like God is really tugging at my heart and saying, I want you to go here, and also on top of that, I want you to be able to continue going to Ekko, because you'll still be in California, you'll be within range of the church. And to be honest, sometimes I still have my doubts now about whether or not that was just an emotional period in my life, but I decided, I'd just take that leap of faith, go for it, and see what would happen. I remember since then it's been up and down. I remember the very first Sunday that I woke up for church. The train that day was at 6 in the morning, and I woke up at 5 in the morning thinking to myself, this has got to be crazy. This is Sunday, and like, what am I doing, up at 5 in the morning? But there have also been other times where it's just been really, really good. People have offered to let me stay over at their house, where people have been generous with their time, just picking me up from the train station. In those times, I really feel the love of the church and I love the community around me. A lot of people ask me, what do I do? I basically work. I work in a lab. I take very few classes. I only take 6 all my first year. The majority of what I'm doing right now is a technique called atomic force microscopy, AFM for short. And what I do is I look at surfaces of materials on a very, very small scale, specifically materials that we hope will be used in solar panels. Sometimes though I wonder if I should really be part of this church still, and if I should really do what PB always says, to invest in a local body, in a local church. But I decided, just be faithful. It's like my PhD, which is 5 years long. I feel like God's just really been teaching me patience, taking things long term. But it's also been really interesting because I felt like God's doing that in other areas of my life as well, such as financially giving to the couple I talked about back in NorCal, to dating someone long distance who's going to pharmacy school in Colorado. All these are very year-long, kind of obligations. So I feel like, through these past 6 months, being here at UC Santa Barbara, God's really been teaching me how to wait on Him. And so I just hope that throughout these next few months, I can just continue to work patiently and work hard with my hands and see where God might lead me next.